So you was a Hoover?
Yeah, I was Hoover. Yeah. I got jumped in twice. I went from Hoover to Hoover.
What?
Yeah. I went from Hoover, then I got switched. I went over to Hoover.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.
I got a special guest in the building. Know what I'm saying? Jugg.
114, Jugg, dude. Make sure you remember the 114.
I don't even smoke like that, man, but it is 420.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And
gotta
Jugg,
smoke.
You know.
If you gotta smoke, it's 420.
I got a gift for you though. So this is my book. I wrote this book. This is 5 years of research on the history of gangbanging in Texas. I'm actually gonna change the name. So it's called Murda: How Media Propaganda, Mass Incarceration, and U.S. Drug War Policies Fueled the Rise of Crips and Bloods in the South. I'm gonna change it to Murda: The Miseducation of Texas Bloods and Crips. I feel like that's more accurate.
Yeah, that's cool. I say the miseducating of Texas gangs, just to shorten it, but
yeah,
it makes sense.
Clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait.
Clickbait.
Yeah, I see what you said, Christian blood. They
Yeah.
gonna make the Christian blood tap in.
That part.
I need to see what's going on.
And when you say gangs, you're talking about GDs, BDs, Vice Lords too.
Also.
Yeah, so I want to be specific in terms of Crips and Bloods.
Yeah.
But before we even get into it, I want to let my fans know, yeah, I did cut the dreads, man. We back. Player bang, you know what I'm saying, with the waves, man.
He trying to get like me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He trying to catch up, man. He got a long way to go.
Yeah, long way to go, man, but we here with it. Well, before we even get into anything, you know, I want to just get the elephant out of the room.
What's that?
So, you used to be a Crip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You was one of the biggest Crips.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that. Tell us about you getting down with Crip, how all that went. You know what I'm saying?
So, I was young a bitch. It's crazy, cause like before I was ever officially down in Crip, I remember like just growing up and like I just wanted to be a Crip. Like I swear to God, like since I was young, my favorite color was blue. So that's all I like, Crips. I like connected that with Crip. So at a young age, I didn't know nothing about gangs. I ain't got no big brother, no uncle. I barely had a daddy. Nobody taught me nothing about gangs. So all I seen was this nigga got my favorite color on, and he throwing them seeds. So I wanted to be a Crip.
You talking about like Pa Deuce Hoover Crip or?
Just Crip. I didn't give a damn. I was 8 years old. I was a kid. All I seen was blue.
Right.
And you got a blue bandana on, you and me alike. That's what I thought.
You felt like, was this a musical influence like Zero? I know there's a lot of Crips in Houston.
I used to listen to Zero, but I wouldn't say it was an influence. I just wanted to be a Crip.
Yeah.
If anything was an influence, it was MySpace. You remember back in the day, they had all them bandanas, like everybody had their backgrounds and shit. Like, you used to be a super gang banging on that hoe. Like, I used to just like Crip shit. Like,
right.
The Crip shit looked cool to me.
Right.
And then I always been different. And my neighborhood is straight bloods. So I just booked the system on some. You feel me? Like, I just booked the system. Like, I always was different, like, on purpose. Like, oh, y'all blood. Okay, I'm gonna be a Crip.
Right.
So it really didn't mean nothing to me. So as I got older.
Well, so before you even get into it, how did you end up getting put down with Crip?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how I got put down with Crip. It's his name Looney Tune. This he had his own little set, and he jumped me in. I got a 52 with these two little.
So you was a Hoover?
Yeah, I was Hoover.
Yeah.
I got jumped in twice. I went from Hoover to Hoover.
What?
Yeah, I went from Hoover, then I got switched. I went over to Hoover. You feel me? Cause my partner was like, this was going on. We really Cali banging and that. And this at this point in my life, I'm getting older, so I'm trying to figure out why am I really a Crip, bro? You know, it's like, why am I really a Crip? So I'm like, maybe, cause the nigga who I was under, the Looney Tune, he was a bullshit nigga. Like, he taught me nothing. All he gave me was a competition book. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what happened. After he jumped me in, he pulled up to Cullen Middle School. One morning I was walking to school, and he called me, he said, I'm gonna meet you at school. We sat in front of the school, and he gave me all the knowledge. I wrote everything down in the competition notebook, literally. I was in 8th grade. We were walking, I was in the motherfucking front of the school. We writing all that shit down. I walked in school. I was big shit that day. I'm popping shit to all the Crips. I got everything in this house. Look, I got this, that. We checking this. We at the lunch table talking about, what you know? Who the three founders is? We looking at the book and shit. That was a bullshit. Real, like, I done made these Crips. They not even never been Crip nothing. Right. I done taught them everything in this book. And everything in the book was bullshit. I think this got that shit out Google or something. I don't know. I was young, bro.
You think everything in the book that he gave you was bullshit? Like there's not three founders and...
I mean, I'm not gonna. Let me recant that statement. I'm not gonna say that is bullshit, but I just feel like he got it from some watered down source. Like he didn't earn it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't really earn that knowledge. I feel like I could have got that from anybody.
So you never met his big homies. You never been to his set or where he got it from. You.
No. Only people I've been around was him and the people under his line. Like we never went doing no functioning with no other Crips. None of this.
Right. Because in Houston they have what they call lines. You know, in Cali it's like you got the script.
Yeah.
In Houston you got your different cliques or sets as
they
we call them.
lines.
But in Houston it's lines, right? Whoever put you down.
Yeah.
So you get older and then you get jumped in again. How old? Like at this time, what grade you in? Like what's?
I was grown. I was 24, 25. I had just came out of prison. I had just got out of TDC. I had just did 3 years. And my partner, he was like, man, because he had been asking me. He like, man, come over here with us. You know that Looney Tunes. Because we had already talked about the Looney Tunes shit. Because this my partner, he was cripping in middle school too. This one that I was showing the book to. So he like, but he was really a Crip though. Like, I was really a Crip too, but like his OG was, I think OG Ren or something.
Yeah,
like,
Triple OG Ren, man,
you know
Free
what I'm saying?
Ren.
He
Yeah.
was really a real, like,
They
would function, you know what I'm saying? So he was telling me like, okay, this is some of the shit we got too, but I ain't never seen this. But we was all young, so man, this shit crazy. We done beat a nigga at school and everything, because this Looney Tunes told me to. We checked the nigga, right? But you know, they tell us if you not a certain rank, you can't check nobody. But we thought this nigga was a fake Crip, so we called bro in 3-way with my OG. I'm like, hey, that nigga say, cuz. He say, what's up, big homie? And he say, you scrolling the scripting. That nigga say, what? He say, scrolling the scripting. He say, yeah, you scrolling the scripting. He say, I'm scrolling. He say, nah, cuz, hang the phone up on him. Beat his ass when you go to school tomorrow. I'm like, what you mean? He said he's scrolling. I'm like, okay, so what that mean? He like, bro, scrolling mean he's a rolling neighborhood Crip. He not Hoover or nothing. He's saying he's scrolling, so beat his ass when you go to school tomorrow. I beat his ass when I went to school that next day. That nigga was old in the too. That nigga like 15. I thought bro was gonna beat my ass. I would, bro, though.
So, okay, boom. So, 24 years old, you end up getting out of jail. You get released from TDC.
Yeah.
And
23, actually. I was finna be 24. Now that I think about it. That was 2019.
so in 2019, you get out of jail and your partner is telling you, hey, bro, whatever y'all had going on in middle school, it was fraudulent. It ain't how.
Yeah.
It wasn't proper.
He like,
and we Cali banging now.
Banging, yeah.
You know.
716, what he said? Fig, what, 716, West Side 50s. Yeah, that's what they was claiming. That's their line. That's their line. 716, they West Side 50, some shit like that.
2019. And then and so they end up bringing you on, and you had to get jumped again.
Yeah, I beat that ass though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I work. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even know I could still move like that. Now I was in there. I don't really think I got touched for real. No cap.
And nobody like jumped in. How many people was it?
2. One of them was my partner. Me and this nigga always fight because everybody be scared to fight me for some reason. So me and this nigga always end up fighting. I put him in YSB. They didn't want to fight, bro. I had to put him in. So same shit happened with the Crips shit. They didn't want to fight me, so he had to do it type shit.
Type shit.
And him and this other nigga, I really like tried to stay away from bro because I'm like, this nigga I really kind of didn't like, bro. So I beat his ass like, but bro tried to do some shit one time. I popped his ass and stoned him like, get back, this ain't for you, this for him. You know what I'm saying? So my nigga can fight though, but I just know how to fight the nigga. But this nigga right here, I want to beat his ass.
Right. And we gonna get into the YSB situation. But so now you get put down, and how long do you stay a Crip like?
With the Cali nigga?
Yeah, or they from Texas though.
But they from everywhere, but with the Cali shit.
Yeah.
Man, I probably was in this shit.
The ER.
I probably gonna say about a year. But I wasn't, like we were doing little functions and shit, like they was actually functions. They actually function. Like they actually pull up like once a week or something, meet somewhere, everybody barbecue, gang bang, like it be some gang bang shit going on.
What's gang banging? Like when
Like
you
them
say
niggas be
gang
like
bang,
functioning on some Crip shit, like everybody blue and you know it's going on. Like they out here just chilling on some gang shit, but we politicking about what's going on. Like
Right.
we ain't just on, we politicking about the niggas in North Carolina, Crips out there, the Crips in Virginia. They got this going on. They was talking about something named H Crown. It just was a bunch of little names getting tossed around that I didn't know about, but these niggas were real like known Crips. And then when I went to these page, they were normal to me, but they were famous in the Crip community. See what I'm saying?
very interesting.
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
interesting.
So like, it's new to me because that made me realize, it made me start thinking like, damn, have you ever really been a Crip? Because I don't do it. I don't do research on none of that shit. Like them really be cripping. Like they know who the in Alabama is out there. Like they know, like they just know certain shit. Like the big homie in North Carolina, I never paid attention to that type. Never cared.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that made me realize like, what was I really doing this shit for?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And how old are you when you realized that?
I was 24.
Okay, 24. So this about a year in.
25.
About 2 years in. 2 years into your new set.
I was about to be 25, and I just was like, bro, what the fuck? I guess, you know, at that point in your life, you growing up.
Right.
And you like, what is you doing? Like, this shit gotta make sense. Everything gotta make sense. What you doing gotta start making sense. You got kids.
Your frontal lobe was starting to develop.
Yeah.
You know, that frontal lobe. My head big, my shit been developed. But
That's why you had them dreads.
Yeah. But goddamn me, I still got my shit though. My dreads right here. You know, I'm gonna end up burning these.
You better not be one of them. I'm gonna put my shit back in.
No, I actually cut my shit and put it back in before, but
You is one of them.
yeah, I'm one of them. I ain't gonna lie, but I couldn't keep it up. I had to go on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end up burning that hair though. You know, hair hold energy, so I try to. You know, you don't want it to get in the wrong hands.
Yeah, somebody told me that.
Yeah,
I learned that.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.